Hello. Welcome to the Love, Peace, and Happiness Divine Download being recorded on June 24th, 2020. I am your hostess with the most, Melinda NailFanatic, coming to you for Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're going to begin with the words of clarity to talk about the general energies. And then we'll go into a general experience reading, which will resonate with some of you. And if it resonates, it makes your heartstrings sing. So pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, then leave it where you found it and keep checking back. You also have the opportunity to get your personal mini readings live at the end of the messages today. And I have with me my Hermetic Tarot and my Cloister Tarot. So I'm not sure which one I'll be using, but that's there. So let's get started with the words of clarity for today and just see what the messages are. Get in tune with this energy. All right. So the words of clarity is my custom creation, from cutting the cards to channeling the words to decorating them. They're handmade by me. If you would like one, the information on that is on my website. So, love, source, God, creator of all that ever is, was, will be, or could be. What is the word of clarity for us today? For love, thank you. We have growing. The love is growing. Our capacity to love is growing. And it's all growing because of appreciation within. Self-awareness is, and self-love is the foundation of all external love. Let's see, what is the word of clarity for peace today? Let's God, word of clarity for peace. We have surprise. Surprise, peace. So it's like where you thought something wasn't going to go well, or maybe you had this idea that a situation was going to be outside of peace, chaotic, or disturbing. Surprise, it's actually a lot more peaceful. The word of clarity for happiness is falling out, and it's attempt. I think this word came out yesterday. I could be mistaken, but attempt. We just have to continue to put our energy and our efforts towards embracing happiness for ourselves. The bottom of the deck is consideration. To what are you giving your consideration? What are you looking at? What are we focused upon? We can focus on the growing love. We can focus on how surprising the peace we have is. It's like, no matter what's going, I hear, no matter what's going on out there, I'm surprised at how peaceful I'm maintaining myself and attempting to create happiness both within and ourself and with our connections. Today, those are the bits of advice that would help us. Let's go ahead and add to this message using the Playskool Flashcards deck. What is the message for today? Let's just go. What do you want me to talk about from the Playskool Flashcards? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here it is. We have the 5 dinosaurs. And today when I saw this, the first thing I heard was you're changing old ways. So you're doing things in a different way, changing your energy, changing some energy of situations that have been long-standing, changing long-standing behavioral patterns and perspectives. The bottom of the deck is the green square, and that is that heart chakra energy, the energy of love, and love is growing. So it's like, because love is growing, it's changing your physical world. It's changing old patterns because you're growing your capacity, your awareness of love. You're reaching for love in a more powerful and profound way than you ever have before. And so this is changing your experience in your 3D world. So let's look at what is the energy that is in our world today for all humanity. The external energy that is touching on earth today. Let's ask God, what major arcana will represent this? And we have the Chariot coming out. So this says that some people In a higher vibration, people are feeling driven and motivated to move forward. They're like, I want to move past this. I want to move beyond anything that was a blockage or an obstacle or a challenge. There's a new determination to move forward, pick up the pace, take control over their life, finding balance. A lot of people finding balance in the higher vibration. In the lower vibrations, some people could feel like no matter what they do, they keep getting stuck. In the lower vibrations, they could feel like they're out of control. In the lower vibrations, they could be feeling that, they have no power over what's happening in their life. They're just along for the ride. So all of that perspective and the way each one is experiencing this is going to be according to their own perspective, their own ability to either see that, hey, the glass is mostly full, and even if I drink it all the way down, I can fill it up some more. Or dang, it's almost gone. There's nothing there. It's not enough. What is the perspective is going to have a huge impact on how we're living this chariot energy. We are in Cancer season right now. The sun is in the zodiac sign of Cancer. So Cancerian energy is related to the crab as an animal spirit. The crab has a hard outer shell, but a soft, juicy interior. So inwardly very emotional, but outwardly very hard, like impenetrable. And so some people could experience that. Also with the chariot, it gives the idea of accomplishing your goal, but having to go a roundabout different way. It's not necessarily a straight to the point movement that the Cancer energy moves in, because of the crab. The crab walks side to side, continually moving forward to meet its goals. So there could be a lot of, I've got to go around this, I got to go around that, and energy going on in Earth today. People feeling like they got a lot of things to work around. The bottom of the deck is the rebirth. So this is the Judgment card. And this is saying, hey, you're hearing the call. So a lot of people right now are hearing the call to move past challenges, obstacles, and blockages energetically, to get past that feeling of stagnancy, to move through and take control over their life where they've given up their power and given up their control. And we can see that with a lot of the public movements that are going on and the points of focus that are out there. Is a lot of people that are trying to get around energies that are blocked or stagnant at this time. People are putting things into motion, trying to move different, look at my hair, different things forward, trying to move their different ideas forward. It's all about the physical vessel. So it's like there was a call heard, a spiritual call has been heard, and now it's traveling. It's sunk down into the physical vessel. When I get the chariot, I think of our physical vessel. It also brings up the idea of transportation and car. And so in your physical experience, this body that you inhabit is your transportation. Like, this is how you move around in your energy on Earth, so a lot of people could be giving attention to health needs, the cravings of the physical body. Some people will be having different dietary cravings or craving a new health regime that will benefit them. So let's look at the experience and see what's coming out today for us in the experience using the Pictorial key. And let's see what wants to come out in the messages today, Lustrous God. For anybody who is of the zodiac sign Cancer sun sign, I did your solar return reading. It's about an hour long. I uploaded that last night. It was a wonderful, powerful message to help get an idea of, what you're bringing forward from your last solar return to this one, and what will come up between now and the next one, where to focus, what the universe, Lustrous God, creator of all that ever is, will be, or could be, is seeking to evoke within you for your higher, lighter, brighter good, for your overall health, wealth, love, peace, and happiness. So let's see, what is the experience for us today, Lustrous God? What will we discuss today? Again, if it resonates with you, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. And either way, it's fine. I want to thank you all for being here, for giving this video a thumbs up. And for those of you who are returning, for always coming back. For the new ones who found us barely through this video, we're so thankful and grateful that you've aligned with us at this powerful time in our evolution as a humanity. So it's always our intention to be an agent of empowerment for the overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness of humanity, because we absolutely love and adore our brothers and sisters of humanity. All right, so you are showing up today. We're just going to pull right off the top of the deck as the Hermit. Soul searching, going within, checking in on, well, how do I really feel? You're really following your own guidance. You're not looking so much to what your friends say or for the approval of others around you. You're beginning to become more keenly aware of the fact that the external approval is not necessary, that others do not need to be approving of what you're doing or how you feel or where you're at. So this is like recognizing, like, regardless of what's going on out there, I'm not going to focus there. I'm going to focus inwardly. This is what lights my light. This is what I'm being guided towards. This is what I need to do. So you can be any of the phases of this, from withdrawing and going within to having gone within and now coming out of isolation and introspection with a direction and some awareness, enlightenment, inner knowing and pulling on your soul, the inner guidance system being highlighted with the Hermit card. Okay, let's see what is crossing your energy today. The Temperance card. So we have two major arcanas out right now, which is telling me that overall in your life, it's like life is bringing you to a very pivotal place where you have to deal with certain things. And so somebody who's watching this is a Virgo, and they're dealing with a situation with the Sagittarius that is causing them to have to really deal with their emotions. But Temperance is about inner balance, the spiritual balance and the emotional balance that you create within yourself so that you can be in alignment with your higher goals, your higher purpose, your higher self, and the divine awareness. And it's like, this is where you do the spiritual alchemy work. This is a spiritual alchemist. So this is taking what is, and by emotionally doing the work spiritually, changing what you get. You're grounded, although there are plenty of emotions going on. So this is not allowing emotions to carry you away, but staying in a grounded place, knowing that the emotions come and flow through you. They don't have to stick to you, and getting in tune with that divine mind and that divine balance that is yours at all times when you choose it. Let's see what else we have. What are we standing on today? The Ace of Wands. That we're standing on this place of where we've taken our power back, is what I hear, taking power back. Somebody who is dealing with the relationship between Virgo and Sagittarius, this is a new person in your life. Okay, what's in behind you is the Eight of Swords. Focus, feeling stuck on a lower vibration, feeling stuck on the higher vibration, staying focused on your truth and what you know is going to help move you forward, regardless of the external. This is like knowing that the internal point of being, your internal emotional body, your internal mental state is more important than the external world. Not allowing yourself to be deceived by what appears to be, knowing that it is changed by what's going on within you. Let's see what's unfolding for you is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is doing the work, cleaning up the vibration and beginning to see the growth in your physical world. So where you've been staying focused, doing the spiritual alchemy of transmuting energies through your divine abilities of focus and communicating through spirit with others in your experience, and by focusing on the and using the powers of visualization and meditation to see and feel the successful outcome. You're seeing the physical effects in your world of doing that work. Above you, in other words, what Spirit wants you to know is you will get the returns for the work that you put out there. You have returns coming in there. The energy that you're doing is not wasted, it will be reciprocated. So you'll see the benefits for all the work that you're putting out there. Okay. So let's see, your approach in this is the Four of Swords, rest and recuperation. So while you're waiting on divine timing to bring everything coalescing together, you've been doing a lot of work. You had a lot of excitement go on recently. You could be feeling very tired. You could be feeling like, in order to receive this healing, I need to give myself time to rest. And this card is saying, where you feel that, it's great to honor that, because if you don't honor that, you could completely exhaust yourself and find yourself walking on pins and needles emotionally, to where any little thing will trigger the heck out of you. And now you got a whole nother mess to clean up. So let's see how you're being viewed, how the external world is viewing you. Oh, wow. They're like, oh man, there's good stuff happening in their life. They got good stuff coming. It's like everything is always working out for them. That's how the world is looking at you. That's how the external person to your experience is looking at you. They're looking at you like, somebody is saying, "Ooh, that person, that's my good fortune, come in." Somebody is looking at you as you are what they always wanted coming into their life. Somebody is looking at you as you bring good luck, you bring good energy. People are recognizing in your environment, and it could be one person or it could be different community. It could just be everybody where you're out and about can see like you got something about you that's different in your energy. And it's a good type of different, and they enjoy that. Let's see, your innermost point of attraction at this time is the Seven of Swords. And the word I heard as soon as I saw this was stealth. So this is, I don't need to tell you all my plans. Actually, I don't need to tell you anything. I don't have to explain to anyone. I could go about my business. My strategy is my own. I have my own secrets, and that's okay, because my secrets aren't hurting anybody. My secrets are to safeguard my energy and to safeguard my creation. In other words, you're not gonna, if you're building a new relationship, because somebody's definitely building a new relationship here that is looking fair and balanced, it's looking really good. You might not be telling all your friends and family about it, because the first thing they're going to do is throw salt on your game, and they've done it before, and you're not finna do that again. Somebody here is taking a chance on making a life change. So this could be, again, lifestyle habits. This could be exercise habits, dietary habits, etc. And you're getting the returns from it. You're getting the returns from it, but you're not going to tell everybody, so maybe you quit smoking, but you're not going to tell all the people that I quit smoking, because then they're going to throw salt on you and say, yeah, you quit smoking before, or now look, you know what I'm saying? You start, every time you quit smoking, you start. So you're not going to even allow room, because you're going to keep this stuff to yourself. Also in this card is, that you're in touch with the higher spiritual mind, the higher self, the divine mind, the seven being of spiritual wholeness, the swords being of thought. So you're in tune with the divine mind, and this is your point of attraction. So a lot of you are operating from a place of, the physical world doesn't have to show it. I already know it. And I was given this through my spirit, and I know that everybody else isn't going to understand, but that's because it wasn't given to them to understand, because it's not theirs, it's mine. Okay. The outcome for you in this situation, and then we'll go through and talk about some more, is the death card. So this is like life changes as a result. Huge transformation. Huge transformation. Major change. Life will never be the same. Okay. And this is a Scorpio card. So for somebody, you could be dealing with a Scorpio there. Let's clarify that outcome. We have as the first clarifier the Two of Swords and the Leo card of the Strength. So it's like this intuitive knowing of this secret plan that you've been working on, you've been creating in a spiritual way, and you're noticing that things are unfolding in your physical world to reflect the work that you've done through spirit. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to wait until the timing is right, because I haven't seen the energy aligned yet. So I'm waiting. This Two of Swords is giving me divine procrastination. Like procrastination is allowing for divine timing to align, allowing for the synchronistic rendezvous to ripen before you take and run into action. Let's further clarify the Death card. We have the Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. So this change involves good news that is going to create a greater sense of balance between you and another person in your world financially. You can expect some positive gains that are going to make, like if you've been having a hard time, what do they say? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Yeah, you've been doing all that. If your money being funny, or you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I feel like things are going to get better there. I also feel like you're going to get a good message from somebody who is at a distance for you, that they are, somebody is literally just going to get a good message that somebody at a distance from you has finally gotten through an addiction habit, or it's like they've been doing anger control, exercises, therapy, treatment, whatever that is, and they've changed your life. And I don't feel like you're going to be hearing that specifically from the individual that's done the work. I feel like somebody is going to tell you, like, oh my God, you wouldn't believe such and such, this person, you know how they used to always like just fly off the handle about everything? Like they found balance. They're so calm now. And this is great news to you. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Justice card. So things being balanced is definitely something that's coming in, setting right that which was unjust, unfair, imbalanced. Below that, the King of Wands. So this could be about somebody that did something. Five of Wands could be about somebody who started a fight, somebody dealt with physical abuse, and somebody could have dealt with physical abuse from their mother, or been abusive to their mother, or been abusive to their Empress, as the Empress was below the Five of Wands. And you'll hear about that being set to rights. You'll hear about balance coming in. I feel like in regards to relationship, we have somebody who is asking themselves if this relationship can be more peaceful. They're looking for peace. They're looking for change because they're taking a risk in this relationship. And I feel like they're noticing that things have improved, but they're also aware that some of the ideas and thoughts that they have, they've got to learn to keep them to themselves, because the person they're dealing with is not ready to hear them all. I feel like in a relationship, the person that you're dealing with could be somebody who either in a lower vibration always feels like what they want is just out of their reach. Somebody who is in a higher vibration is feeling like everything is going to come together now because you two are together. The zodiac signs that are coming out for this general reading, again, we have Virgo, we have Sagittarius, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, and we have Libra. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, the advice for you, pulling off the top of the deck, is the 5 of Cups. If you're dealing with the Virgo in relationship and this reading was resonant to you, the advice for you is to remember that this person is going through an emotional restructuring. So that means that they're going to be doing a lot of emotional releasing, and you got to stop on your side holding grudges for the past. You're going to have to find a way to let bygones be bygones and move out of that past energy. If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, the advice for you is the 9 of Wands. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius and there was violence or domestic violence, this person was physically abusive or in some way to you, the advice for you is to leave that alone. Find your strength to move on and don't allow space for that person to come in. You should have learned all of your lessons by now. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius who you see them building themselves up by paying attention to what is in their power to control, which is literally their own emotional body, their own mental body, their own spiritual body, and their own physical body, then I'm hearing it would do well to give attention to what all the growth that you recognize, because you do recognize growth in this person already, if this is you. If you're the one who's dealing with a Scorpio, there's some truth that needs to come out. Like, it's okay for you to tell this person how you feel, and that you feel like you've had to deal with a lot of things on your own, because you feel like you can't always tell them everything, because you feel like if you tell them things, they don't hear you out, and it causes a blow up of some sort. So there is an honoring of truth here, and where you're going through a situation here with a Scorpio and they're seeking freedom, the advice is to honor their truth and grant them their freedom. Don't try to hold on to them if they want to leave. If you're dealing with a Leo, the advice for you is a Chariot. If you're dealing with a Leo, the advice for you is to find balance within yourself, pick and choose your battles and move forward. Don't nag, don't nitpick over silly little menial things that do not really matter. It's not time to be nitpicky and going after every little thing. Overall, I feel like today's energy is very much about being deliberately decisive about what we're going to allow ourselves to get involved in, and what we're going to just sidestep and act like that shit didn't even happen because it's pointless, because it's so minor. Like, why give ourselves all our positive energy to something so minor and insignificant? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of the stuff that we can allow ourselves to be upset by is because we're not taking the chance to just move on. And it's a conversation is coming back to mind for me. So it needs to be discussed briefly here. When you're having a bad day, it's so easy for you to tell somebody, well, it's because I woke up and I didn't feel good. It's because I got a headache. It's because this isn't working out. It's because this person died. It's because that thing happened. It's because fill in the blank. And you are great at explaining away why you did what you did. You're not trying to make it sound like it's okay, but you can explain it away. Now, what would benefit us, I'm hearing, that will help us in this Temperance card energy that is crossing us today, is a little bit of empathy. So maybe somebody is a little snarky, snotty, or in a bad mood today. How can you put yourself in their shoes? And, well, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe they're dealing with some difficulties. Maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Sometimes if we could express some fellow feeling and try to put ourselves in their shoes for just a moment, then we don't have to have road rage with the person who's road raging us. And we don't have to curse back at the person at the grocery store who's mad because, we took their parking space because, we didn't see that they were coming and we just parked. Or, the person that bumps into you, you don't have to scowl back at them. Or your lover who is crampy and bloody because they're having their monthly and they want to be nice, but as a matter of fact, they're just feeling so much pain, physical pain, that maybe they don't know how, you know what I'm saying? So just let certain things go. Pick and choose what you want to give your energy to, because if it's low vibrational, it's not going to add to anything that you want to build up anyways. And you have this power and this ability. So I want to say hello to Sherry, to Wanda, to Nomi, and to Michael. So grateful and thankful that you all are here with me. I see Sherry put in for her super chat. So Sherry, you're on the list. Let me check my phone and see what we got coming through the phone. All right, it looks like it's just me and you today, Sherry. We'll see if anything else comes in while I'm in the middle of your reading. I see that y'all might be more used to me going live later in the day, because today I have late plans, so I came live earlier. I know that you catch me when you can, and I go live when I can, so we make it work somehow. If you're catching this later on the replay, I look forward to hearing your comments about the message today. So Sherry, I'll be using my Hermetic Tarot, and she asked, what does Spirit want me to know? Oh, my first bracelet fell off intact, first time ever. That's interesting, because that's letting you know you bought one of the, I'm assuming you're talking about the bracelet that you bought from the channel. And so that is letting you know that the energy of that bracelet is no longer needed externally, because you have embodied that energy. Sherry says, I'm so good with that, sweetheart. I know you are, darling. And now you could set it all up somewhere just as a beautiful adornment. All right, so let's see. What is the perfect message for Sherry at this time? What is the perfect message for Sherry at this time? I know I haven't had a bracelet for you all in a while, so it's been in the back of my mind, which lets me know that the energy is coming together to make another one for you. So what is a perfect message for Sherry at this time? Listener Scott, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Sherry, your message. Knight of Swords, Temperance, and the Moon. This is saying, Sherry, you've done great work. The bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. You've done a lot of really good work at changing a lot of your perspectives on things. It's saying where you used to hold on to a lot of negative viewpoints and self-talk and belief patterns, you're more authentically standing in your power, because you've let go a lot of that, of the past. The Moon lets you know that you are coming into a place where your intuition, first off, is already, you have a powerful intuitive, your spiritual nature is very powerful, but there's going to be more clarity. Your spiritual mind is going to gain more clarity. Why? Because some things that were not in your awareness are going to be brought into your awareness. In this card, what's being brought to my attention, which has never really focused so much on my energy, is the scarab here. And in Egyptian history, the scarab is, you know, he rolls dung balls, right? But he rolls them, and it's said that he rolls out the rising of the sun. So in this, it's like more clarity is coming to you. Where things were confused, more clarity is coming in, because you've let go of so many of the lower vibrational things, habits. You had a lot of habits. I remember when I first met you in person, you were big on cursing your phone. You know what I'm saying? And you've changed so much since we first met, and you made so much progress. And it's saying that all that is continuing forward, that you're doing well. The fact that your Sagittarian energy came out with Temperance here is really good, because in your mini reading, that's saying that you're fully embodying the energy of that which you truly are, to the best of your ability at this time. And we know that the better as long as we're doing our best becomes better. And Sagittarian energy, the Temperance energy, is all about doing that spiritual alchemy. So it is very important that you do the spiritual alchemy. Well, and I'm hearing for you as a side note, I'm hearing for you as a sidebar, that where you need to deal with issues of landlords and external individuals, before you ever have a physical conversation with them, you will find great power in having a conversation with their spirit first and seeing them being favorable to being of assistance and aiding whatever your purpose and your goal is at the time. So using that power of spiritual alchemy will be very beneficial for you. I'm hearing in regards to landlords. So whatever that has to do with for you, Sherry, okay? That is a message that I have for you today. And so with all that being said and done, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've reached the end of today's show. So I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at lphtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Ladies, you're welcome, Sherry.